Hey everyone, thank you so very much for joining me here on this channel. Here I practice true sidereal astrology, which means that I'm using the astronomically correct measurements of each zodiac sign. Just as each zodiac sign is completely unique in its qualities and its psychology, it is also unique in its measurements in the sky. Traditional astrologies, the two main schools, Western and Vedic, have simplified the night sky and made each zodiac sign an equal 30 degrees. However, that is not the case. And we find that it is a lot more accurate to interpret our lives, to predict things, if we use the most precise measurements that there are. So that's what I'm doing here on this channel. And I'm so very excited to be covering this Virgo lunar eclipse. Virgo is the largest constellation in our sky. It spans 49 degrees. And because it spans 49 degrees and our houses in our charts are only 30 degrees each, that means that Virgo is taking up at least 2 houses for each of us. So that can get a little bit tricky and a little bit messy when trying to give a real concise report for the general public. And so it is always best to book a reading if you are very serious about understanding your astrology. And if you have your true sidereal chart, you can always reference that, look at the degree where we're receiving the lunar eclipse in Virgo and match that up with your chart to see where exactly this eclipse is affecting you. And it will also affect both of the houses. Just because Virgo will be in both houses, 2 different houses, but it especially affects the exact location where the eclipse is taking place. And if all that is a little bit too confusing, then just book a reading. So, our lunar eclipse is happening March 13th, 11:26 Pacific Standard Time. And it's going to end Friday, March 14th at 12:31 a.m. It begins at 1 degree of Virgo. So that is cusping Leo, very close to the stars of Leo, to Denebola, to the tail of Leo. This is happening in Uttara Falguni. This is a nakshatra that flanks Leo and Virgo. And it is happening in the second pada of Uttara Falguni and ending in the third pada of Uttara Falguni as the eclipse ends at 6 degrees of Virgo. About an hour or so later. It takes a little bit over an hour to complete this eclipse process. This is a lunar eclipse. The moon is going to appear red as it passes through Earth's shadow, and this is going to be visible from North and South America. And a lunar eclipse typically affects our emotions and our mental state because the moon is mind, and the moon is very much so associated to and linked with our emotional states. This is our final eclipse on the Virgo Pisces axis. We've been being eclipsed on the Virgo Pisces axis since the fall of 2023. So this marks our 18th month, and these eclipse effects are going to be valid and active in our lives for another 6 months. So it's 2 years on each axis. And the Virgo Pisces axis is the axis of profound purification, cleansing. Virgo has to do with the body and the mind, cleansing of the body, all the systems, the physical systems, and the mental thoughts, mental patterns, mental tendencies, mental habits. Whereas Pisces is more of the spiritual purification, the etheric body. So this is an incredibly intense axis and incredibly beneficial and profound. And we are finally wrapping it up. So we've been understanding which parts of our lives have been being affected through these eclipses, and we've learned many, many, many lessons since fall of 2023. And now with the final eclipses on this axis, we are moving into a very safe harbor in relation to the topics that have been changing for us since fall of 2023. And we are now changed people. We are different. We are more purified in our body and our mind, as well as our spirit. So this lunar eclipse here, taking place at 1 degree Virgo, on the cusp of Leo, is taking place in Uttara Falguni. This is presided over by Ahriman, who is a chief in the ancestral realms. Very much so connected to heritage and is a guardian of humanity. Ahriman is like the best friend you could ever have. And Uttara Falguni is associated with being a great friend. It's called the star of patronage. This is the energy that helps friends in need. The real friend that comes through with the real love and the real aid and the real assistance when assistance is needed. So this is an incredibly charitable and kind energy. A shadow of this energy is overgiving, resentment, codependency, giving without having boundaries. So this nakshatra has a lot to do also with business. It's, Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury represents the analytical mind, contracts, written word, written agreement. Mercury is a very business-minded planet. And the second and third padas of Uttara Falguni, which is where the eclipse begins, pada 2, and where the eclipse ends, pada 3, are both Mercury-ruled nakshatras. So there could be a very sudden shift in relationships, likely business relationships, business contracts, business agreements, perhaps, becoming a partner with a new business partner. Perhaps some of us will be signing business agreements, getting into contract. Perhaps some of us will be breaking agreements, breaking contracts. This would be seen as divorce or litigation. So there's some type of a karmic bond here that's either going to be coming in or going to be severing and going out. And what's going to happen through either the partnership coming in or the partnership going out is an alignment with our path, an alignment with our soul's path. So very good, very cleansing, very purifying energy here in the realm of business relationship. This also has to do with purification of the ego. This may challenge authority figures, self-image, and how one leads or serves. Any type of arrogance or misuse of power can be exposed and called out at this time. And truly, a call for ethical action, a call for ethical responsibility, a call for humility. Uttara Falguni is a serious nakshatra because it has to do with nobility and integrity. So we may be calling something out that has not been ethical, or we may be getting called out, or we may be a part of a group of people who is calling out someone in or area of government who is not being ethical. There's no shortage of that going on in the world today. So that is a big theme of seeing people banding together and in a very respectable and noble way, and also a very legal and diplomatic way, calling and holding government people responsible for their unethical behavior. Uttara Falguni is a very poised energy. It is serious, as I said. It can be a little bit clinical. It is a business person with a lot of morality, and it is very smart and to the point and no nonsense. So there is this nobility to this sign. This is not like, a very emotional nakshatra at all. This is very getting down to brass tacks, getting down to the nitty gritty, being very correct and being very clear and being very specific. So, and being very orderly and professional, very polished. And there can absolutely be a releasing of unhealthy attachments. That is always a theme in eclipses, especially lunar eclipses. So Uttara Falguni supports long-term happiness, but it must be built upon trust and dharma. So this is really, another term for this is right relation. And Uttara Falguni will support and give so many blessings and so much happiness to people who are in right relation with each other. So that means there's nothing shady going on behind closed doors. There's nothing shady going on in the dark. There's nothing unclear. Everything is in the light. It's straightforward. So if your relationships are that way, your business relationships, your family relationships, and your spousal relationship, then Uttara Falguni improves that. And if your relationships are not in the light and are not in right relation and are not straightforward, Uttara Falguni will break it. It cannot stand in the light of Uttara Falguni. It will crumble, and the unhealthy relationship will unravel. There's a healing. Of course, Virgo is the healer. So there is a healing and a rebalancing in our relationships, both marriage, friendship, and business. Any emotional wounds related to trust, support, and reciprocity may surface if the relationship is not balanced, one is doing more than the other, then that will come to light, and the relationship will the relationship may deepen. But if one partner is not open to growth, then a karmic closure may take place. But if both partners are open to growth and responsibility and integrity, then the relationship will deepen. There will be an understanding of an imbalance. There will be a resolve, and they will move forward together with a stronger bond. And, the star of patronage, Uttara Falguni, is about duty with grace. And this eclipse may awaken a strong desire to truly be of service, to start new social initiatives, to align work with deeper values. I'm certainly feeling this call, absolutely. And so how we can navigate this eclipse is, and I just want to say, first off, eclipses, it'll just happen to us. There's nothing that we really need to do. It's amazing how these work. They truly are magical. The eclipse will just happen to us. And what we can do is let go and surrender, allow the healing to commence, where we have responsibility, show up, reflect upon our own responsibilities, reflect upon where we are holding on to outdated commitments or power dynamics. That's pretty big. Do we need to update our commitments? Do we need to update our agreement? Do we need to go over, the list of chores and the bills and adjust some things? That's just an example. Another way to navigate this is energetic cleansing. Engage in purification rituals, meditation, and fasting. In Vedic astrology, Hindus always fast during eclipses, because the energy of an eclipse, according to Hinduism, is a malefic event. So any food that's left out of the refrigerator receives that malefic energy. Any food that's in your digestion, in your belly, while the eclipse is happening, receives that malefic energy. And so essentially what's happening is the moon moves through an entire month of its phase in 1 hour. And so all that energy is very tamasic and is rotting. So fasting is a very traditional thing to do. But it's also, it's a cleansing thing. So fasting is encouraged. Any type of purification is definitely encouraged at the celestial event of the eclipse. And also, journaling, dharma and purpose understandings. So with this final eclipse on the Virgo Pisces axis, we are all moving closer to our purpose. We are all aligning so much more deeply to our purpose. So what role do you play in your community now? Are you feeling excited about the role that you play? Like, get everybody else's opinions and thoughts out of the way and just be with your own heart on this. Are you fulfilled with the role that you're playing in your community, in your society? Are you fulfilled? Do you feel like this is exciting for you? Do you feel like this is what you need to be doing? Go from there. I definitely recommend mantra. Mantra creates fire in our minds, and this is a Virgo eclipse, which is a very mental eclipse. So creating fire in our minds helps to purify the dross and the lower level thought forms. So I definitely recommend mantra, any type of flow meditation, any type of meditation that works for you. And so truly this is a powerful, powerful moment. I know we always hear that, oh, it's a powerful time, it's a powerful time. Well, this really is a powerful time. Where we're releasing what no longer serves us, and we're stepping into our Dharma with clarity, with clear agreements, with contracts that protect us all, and with a clean slate. So it's truly a very exciting time. I'm so excited for the next 6 months as we really walk out the final bits of this purification axis. So now I'm going to just look at the different ascendants and where this is going to be happening, where this may be happening for the different ascendants. As I said in the beginning of this video, you'll need to access your true sidereal natal birth chart. Traditional Vedic won't work for this. Western astrology definitely won't work for this. So you need the true sidereal birth chart. Look at your ascendant, and then look at where Virgo falls in your birth chart. What house is it in? Okay, this is happening at 1 degree of Virgo to 6 degree of Virgo. So if you are a Virgo ascendant, this is happening in your first house. So this is a purification of your body, mind, and spirit. This is big time. And you've been going through an immense transformation in and of yourself. And congratulations, Virgo. You are wrapping this up, and you have made great strides, because this has not been an easy transformation, and you've been reborn in a sense. You have rebirthed yourself, Virgo, more in line with your values, more clear about who you are, where you want to go. So this eclipse is just really kind of sealing the deal, and I believe that there is going to be a very sweet kiss from the universe upon your forehead, a blessing for you during this eclipse, around the eclipse, and the next 6 months should be pretty glorious as you really step firmly into the newness of you and your understanding of yourself at this deeper, more intimate level. So Leo, typically for Leos, this is happening in your second house. This is happening in your second house. It could be happening in the first house for some Leos. So again, check your chart or book a reading with me. Wow, Leo. So this is a purification in your second house, your self-worth, your self-esteem. You have learned so much about yourself. You are valuing yourself so much more. This is also happening in the second house of your family relations. There is a healing in your family. Your family ties are beginning to be more harmonious. There is a healing in your finances. You've gone through some tough financial times the past 18 months, and you're walking out those lessons, and you're becoming financially stronger. Your assets are becoming stronger. You are more aware of your relationship with finances, and you have purified it. Anything that wasn't working for you financially, you're fixing. So this is very good. You're embarking upon a new family dynamic. There were some things that needed to be changed about your family dynamics, and they have been. And so things are falling into place for you, Leo, with your self-esteem, your self-worth, your family, your money, your assets. And you may even be feeling more confident in your voice. You may have taken voice lessons or something having to do with your throat chakra, and you're purified here, Leo. So very happy for you. Congratulations. And now Cancer, going to welcome you, Cancer. Cancer, you've been receiving this great purification in your third house of relationships with siblings and friends, neighbors, associates. There's been a great healing in this area for you, Cancer. Also in the area of writing and media, and even in travel. So you've been wrapping up great big pivots in these areas, a change in the power dynamics, a more balancing in those areas, more skill and refinement in your media and in your writing, and really in your self-confidence. Your self-confidence has truly been transformed, been purified, and been healed. So very happy for you, Cancer. This is huge, and congratulations. And moving on to Gemini. Gemini in the fourth house. This Virgo lunar eclipse is wrapping up this fourth house eclipse spotlight that has been affecting your home, your assets, your property, your emotional ocean, and your relationship to your mother, or your understanding as you yourself as a mother. So there's been a huge healing in this area. There's been transformation and movement in your home, in your property, and there's been a healing in that area. Many Gemini ascendants have moved and are finally settling down. And if you have not yet found your home yet, Gemini, you'll be finding it here in these next 6 months here. With this final eclipse, you'll be moving into the safe harbor of your home. And this is very, very well deserved. And this is a big blessing. So sending so many congratulations and so much love to you, Gemini. And now we're going to look at Taurus. So Taurus, this eclipse in Virgo has been happening for the past 18 months for you in your fifth house. And this lunar eclipse is finally wrapping that up for you. So this is the area of the things that you love, your creativity, your hobbies, your romance and dating, big shifts in that department. Also, if you are a parent, huge shifts in your relationship with your child, big changes in the life of your child. So things are coming down now in that arena. Things are more deeply understood. Things are healed and are actively healing in all those areas. So creativity, any education, formal education, any workshops that you're putting on, the schooling of your own child or children, your romantic life, and your hobbies, all healing. Very good. Congratulations. And now we're going to look at Aries. So Aries, for you, the action has been for you of the past 18 months in your sixth house, well, 6 and 12, but especially in your sixth house for the Virgo aspect of the axis. So a huge transformation in your routines. You've had a whole lot of new things that you've had to organize, new responsibilities that you've had to take care of, Aries. And you've been having new regiments and new day in, day out tasks and activities. And so you have a lot of these healing activities too. You've been taking really good care of your health. Perhaps there was some health crisis that arose and that you had to really get on top of. And congratulations if that's you, because you have done it. And now you're healing. And all these areas are, all these topics of that sixth house are, there's a balm over them now. Anything having to do with your health, your service to others, your purpose in the world, your day in, day out routines, anything having to do with your pets. So this is very good news and so many blessings for the next 6 months for you, Aries. Pisces. So for you, Pisces, the action has been in your 7th house, your house of the other, house of relating with the other. You've been transforming your relationships, your spouse relationship, your relationship status, your business partnerships, and you're moving into a more purified, more balanced, more healed area. So if you've had a relationship status change, now from relation to out of relation, now it's purified. Now you know what you needed to know, and now you can call a partner in that will be aligned with you in a healthy way. And if you if you were single while at the beginning of this eclipse process with your 7th house, you can, bring someone in, or you probably could have definitely gotten a partner who's more aligned with you now. So all of this is kind of settling in for you. So when we have eclipses on the 7th house, we can get a partner or get rid of a partner that wasn't aligned with us. A toxic relationship can end in divorce or just separation. So however that went for you, if you gained a partner, or if you lost a partner, or you stayed single the whole time, it's still been a healing. Or if you stayed partnered the whole time, there's still been a healing in this sector of your life, more of an alignment, a purification. So it's very good, because we want to have non-toxic partners. We don't want to be in a relationship where there's not peace and alignment and understanding. So congratulations to you, Pisces. And now we'll look at Aquarius. So Aquarius, this has been happening for you in your 8th house, because for you, Aquarius, Virgo is in your 8th house. So you have been so deeply challenged. So many hidden things have been coming up for you that have been needing to get purified. Aquarius, so many hidden things, so many different realms. There's been a lot of mental stress, and you've learned how to heal that. You've learned how to deal with that mental stress at a more effective healing at the root level. Very good. You've been dealing with joint resources, joint assets. You've been having these huge shifts in income and financial stability. And really what you've been doing, Aquarius, is you have been conquering fears of the unknown, fears of hidden things, and just fear in general. You are so powerful, Aquarius. You are wrapping up this eclipse axis in your power. In your power, truly. Not afraid anymore. Not afraid of scary things anymore. Not afraid of death. You have gone through the most transformative process, you and Leo have, than anyone else. Maybe Virgo, Pisces. But like you, Aquarius and Leo, Virgo and Pisces, you guys have done it. But especially for you, Aquarius, with the 8th house eclipse here, you've conquered so much and you're wrapping up. So what you're doing is you're becoming more financially stable. You're becoming less fearful. You're becoming less stressed. You're more in touch with the mystic, more in touch with the occult science, more in touch with yourself, more aware of your own mental subconsciousness. So it's very good. It's a big, huge, huge accomplishment for you, Aquarius. So Capricorn, this has been happening for you in your 9th house. Virgo rules your 9th house. So this is the energy of a scholar. You have been very scholarly. You've been studying something, Capricorn. And you've learned a lot. And you are becoming a bit of an authority in this topic, or these topics, likely a topic of spirituality. And there could be really big things that have happened with your father, or a father figure, or a spiritual leader. And these things could have been really hard, but you've gotten through them, and you have fortified your being, and you have more wisdom now, Capricorn. And you truly are a force to be reckoned with. And that's really through your experience, your life experience, and your studies, your scholastic ability, especially through any type of travel that you may have had. You may have had some foreign travel that you learned a lot, or it really put you to the test. And so now you're really kind of in your glory of this, and you've come out on the other side of some likely tough stuff. And here you are, Capricorn. Wiser, more experienced, an authority in some way. Definitely a mystic for sure. So congratulations, Capricorn, and good travel to you. You may be going on long travel overseas to study something, study more spirituality, to be in a spiritual community, or to study something that is formal, some formal education. So whatever it is, congratulations. Have wonderful travels. So many blessings. Sagittarius, this is happening for you in your 10th house, wrapping up all those big career changes. If you're in theater and drama, although that theatrical change, really putting you front and center. Mostly this has to do with career. So Sagittarius, you've really changed your career, and I know it hasn't been easy, but you've done it, and now you're on your path. You're in a more aligned place with your career, with your reputation in the world. You may have gone through some things regarding your reputation, but you're on the other side of it now, and things are more aligned for you in your career, in your work in the world, in your standing in a company, in your standing with your company. You've made a lot of shifts and pivots. And so you're here to really enjoy these next 6 months of your career. You're really climbing to the top, or at the top already, or on your way to the top, Sagittarius. Super duper exciting. Very, very, very happy for you. Ophiuchus, Scorpius ascendants, you guys, 11th house. Yes, so much fortunate benefits befall upon you. There has been so much that you have changed in your social networks, in your dynamics, in your community. And here you are with a new group of people around you. Here you are fulfilling your hopes and dreams, your most intimate aspirations. You guys are so mysterious. I love you guys so much. Here you are getting eclipsed on the luckiest house to be eclipsed in. So enjoy your new community, enjoy your groups, enjoy your wishes coming true. Get very specific about your wishes and your dreams, and they're coming through for you now. Ophiuchus and Scorpius. Libra. Wow. Such a time this has been for you. You've been so brave with having the purification of your 12th house. Not easy, but you've led with such grace, that Libran grace. And you've gone through uncertain times, Libra. Things that you thought were certain have fallen away, leaving you with the understanding of impermanence, right? You've grown so much, and you likely have a much stronger connection to the spiritual world, to your ancestors. You may have a new hobby, astral projecting, and you may be looking forward to new travel. But you really have liberated yourself in some huge way, Libra, and you continue to do so, and you'll continue to enjoy the fruits of your liberation now over these next 6 months. So much love and so many blessings to you, Libra. And so that's wrapping it up, folks, for the lunar eclipse, and I will get the solar eclipse out here shortly. Sending you all the most highest blessings for this last and final lunar eclipse in Virgo, on the Virgo Pisces axis. Ciao.